Boom.
You know what I love about things that are difficult is that most of the time, yes, it takes a decent amount of time to break through. However, once you do, there's nobody else past that point. There's very limited amount. With this coronavirus, nobody's making calls, nobody's reaching out to people who could potentially use our help, that need homes, that need to move, but I sure am. And there's so much opportunity within that. Something to think about when you're sitting at home, my friends. So now I'm calling property owners, people who potentially might need to sell, might need to buy other property. What's up, dude?
There we go. I had to yell that out, but I couldn't get it out until I knew you weren't on the phone. You have to identify both your style and who you're talking to and their style. People that are assertive might be, it's how they communicate in the pauses, right? What are they doing when you pause? An assertive is looking to fill that pause in with more talking, right? So if you say something like, "Hey, man, so my home was listed last month," and then I say that, and then you're like this. Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to want to fill in that time, right? Which is going to make me feel like we need to speed this up. So depending on who I'm talking to, I might be like, "Oh, yeah, so, our property was on the market last month." "Okay, yeah, I saw that it was on the market, last month. I was wondering when you're going to put it back on the market." And you could pick up that they'll immediately engage with you right after. And it's this verbal repartee where you're just going. And you could still have the same conversation with the same context. It's just, how are they talking? You'll hear it when I do my cold calls. You'll hear my voice change. Like you'll hear, and I try not to do it anymore, but right, like sometimes I'll randomly pick up your accent for like a fraction of a second, and I'm like, stop talking like an Irish person. You're not Irish, you're black. Stop. Stop.
Let's see how far you're gonna trust me.
I trust you. I didn't even flinch.
Really?
I know you got me. Okay, opposite. No, I'm just kidding.
We need to twirl this way.
I'm not a good twirler that way.
Hold on. Let's start from the beginning. Gotta put these swampers on. I look like a real Michigander?
My dad's behind you.
Oh. I actually feel like I could be a videotaper for a hunting show. I don't hunt or nothing, but I could admire,
Possibly. I think you talk too much to do that. If you're about to shoot, we'd be like, "Holy shit!" And they'd be like, "Thanks, it ran away." Remember when we were in Colorado and we were like, "What's everyone looking at?" And you're like, "It's a kangaroo!" And I was like, "No, this is Colorado." And you're like, "Oh, that's right, it's a deer." So then the rest of the trip we called deer. Every time we see one, we're like, "Crikey, it's a kangaroo!" This is a good way to social distance yourself.
This is the best way.
Literally, there's no one.
Yeah.
Like a 10-mile radius.
Oh yeah. As some of you know, we both grew up in Michigan, and I never really was like an outdoor person or hunted much. My dad always liked to, but whenever it was like hunting season or anything like that, I was always in wrestling. And in wrestling, I was always cutting a lot of weight. So by the time I would get done with exhausting wrestling practice, I was so tired, all I would want to do is go to bed. And so I never really went out and did this kind of stuff. But I grew up here. I like coming out and watching people do it, but it was never really something I got into it.
I shot it.
Boom.
So in high school, my dad he would give me a shotgun. He'd be like, "Here, take this," and he'd be like, "Go shoot some stuff," and I'd be like, "Okay." So I would just take the shotgun, and this would be me at random trees. I'd just be running around in the middle of the woods, just boom, boom. That was the extent of my hunting experience. I hunted trees. Even though we've been quarantined and I don't really have the opportunity to go meet clients with everything that's going on, this has still probably been one of the most productive weeks that I've had, because it's really given me the opportunity to really focus in on those things that I typically wouldn't spend the time or take the time to work on. Rather, you're working on the business, working on things in your life. That's really when we see the biggest improvements, because you're actually making changes rather than just going through the motions. So I think if this time has been teaching me anything, it's been to make sure I spend the time to work on those things and really break up my day where, I make sure I'm getting my phone calls in, reaching out to clients, but then I break it up with, having coffee talks with my girl, going outside, and just changing it up. But thank you so much, guys, again, for watching this vlog. Smash that like button, hit the subscribe. Really helps out the channel, helps me grow it. So I hope you guys, again, are staying safe with your family, and I'll see you next week.